Okay. Now, I talked about two times the future, and much of what I talked about was sort of happy future. Happy in a way. We're going to live longer lives, and the people will want for less, and we'll be able to use the earth in order to produce enough sustenance for all humanity, and humanity will live forever. But and those are all real possibilities. But as I say in all of these, I have no idea what the future holds. How would I ever know what the future holds? Was it like I have some kind of a crystal ball? I don't. But let's look at some more of a what do you call that? Diopic, dystopic view. I looked up dystopic in the dictionary just because I keep seeing it when it describes certain types of science fiction. It means a dismal future, basically. And yeah, we're in the dystopic reality right now. And that is as I'm preparing to go to work, and there's um, a freeze on people going out right now in the state of Ohio because there's a virus that is circling the world, and it's moving quickly, and it's killing about 2.5 to 3% of the people who get it, and mostly old guys like me, and literally old guys. And I have to go and work, and then what is an essential uh, type of a job, they say. So let's really think about, though, the the future as far as that goes. When we're looking at the fact that we have inadvertently burgeoned our population on the earth of human beings from where it was like at stasis with the environment around what was it, about half a billion people. I think it was at stasis with the environment when we were around about 500 million people worldwide. Now we're up to a billion people worldwide. And now it's 7.5 billion people worldwide. Now, if you look at nature, when that type of a population increase, like when they had a population increase in Australia with rabbits, for example, or if you get a population of bees or a population of any creature that goes up like that, it goes back down again. It goes back down because of there's sort of like a governor, a fail-safe that triggers in after a certain point, and one of the main ones is, of course, disease. When the population is densely packed in, then diseases occur and pass along through the community of whatever creature it is and wipe out a large portion of the population. So it keeps the population at a more of a stasis level with the environment. And maybe that is what we're seeing right now, unfortunately. We're seeing this coronavirus, what is it, COVID-19, and it is scaring the heck out of the world. And we don't know exactly what the final conclusion is going to be about this. They're trying to guess as they go along what this real truth of it is. They expect, because of our ingenuity as humanity, we're better than most of the other animals, that within about 18 months of its original discovery and so forth, they expect that there'll be some kind of a inoculation that we can make in order to help people survive it. The antibodies or a sort of a weaker version of it will be injected into us, and we'll be able to get rid of this thing. But that is still a year away from where I'm sitting right now. So what they're expecting is that this thing will sweep through the population and wipe out, in the United States, estimates around 2.5 million people, which is as many people as die in the United States yearly anyway. So it's going to double the death rate in the United States. That's the estimation of this thing. And I'm getting depressing. That's the future. That's the near future. And that only goes to show you what happens when you overpopulate. Where did this occur originally? It occurred in China, which is the most populated of all the nations. And where is it worse? It's worse in Italy, where people visit and their high density of population. It's bad in New York. It's a high density of population. Well, we expect that in the future, these kind of things will happen more and more. Now, what is the other dystopic thing? And that is, of course, I want to go to something that I think is most probable in the future, and that is ending the humanity with nuclear war. And all you got to do, it's mathematical certainty in some people's minds, in my mind anyway. I hate to say this. I guess there's no mathematical certainties when it comes to human beings. If I can make a long thing, entropy is relentless, as you know. All things, there was the third law of thermodynamics. All systems tend to go to their maximum level of disarray, which means that if something can happen, well, there's a Peter principle, isn't it? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and for that reason, eventually we're going to kill off the human race with a nuclear war. We have the ability to destroy humanity and most living creatures on Earth right now because we've created this invention called an H-bomb and the neutron bomb and all this radiation and nuclear winter that will occur. And we've been able thus far to avoid this destruction. We had the Cold War between the Russians and the United States, and we came out of that without killing each other off, even though both sides had thousands of missiles pointed in each other's direction. And then there's India and Pakistan and North Korea and South Korea and Japan and all these countries that can come up with nuclear weapons and delivery systems as well. The delivery systems are probably as important. They have intercontinental ballistic missiles. They can blast off an array of missiles with multiple warheads, and when they get up into the sky and over their target, they let go of the warheads and it scatters across the land and blows off what?